The strongest person in the room isn't always the loudest. Sometimes it's the person who doesn't react, the person who can be insulted and remain calm, the person who can be criticized and keep moving, the person who can be ignored and still know their worth, the person who can lose something without losing themselves. Because here's the truth. Most people don't control you by force. They control you by controlling your emotions. They know exactly what makes you angry. They know what makes you insecure. They know what makes you jealous. They know what makes you desperate. And when they discover those buttons, they can push them whenever they want. One comment, and you're angry. One message, and you're anxious. One rejection, and you're questioning yourself. One person ignoring you, and suddenly your entire mood changes. Think about that. If someone else can change your emotional state with a few words, they have power over you. But the moment you stop reacting, that power begins to disappear. You don't have to answer everything. You don't have to defend everything. You don't have to prove everything. You don't have to win every argument. Sometimes, silence is strength. Sometimes, walking away is strength. Sometimes, doing nothing is the most powerful thing you can do. Because when people realize they can't control your emotions, they lose their control over you. And that is where your freedom begins. Imagine giving someone a remote control to your emotions. Every time they press a button, you change. They insult you, you become angry. They praise you, you become confident. They ignore you, you become insecure. They criticize you, you start doubting yourself. They accept you, you feel valuable. They reject you, you feel worthless. That's not freedom. That's dependence. And many people live this way without realizing it. Their emotional state depends on everyone around them. But your peace should never be controlled by another person's behavior. People will misunderstand you. Let them. People will criticize you. Let them. People will talk about you. Let them. People will sometimes try to provoke you. Let them. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. You don't have to respond to every accusation. And you don't have to prove your character to people committed to misunderstanding you. Your job isn't to control everyone. Your job is to control yourself. There's a tiny moment between what happens and how you respond. That moment can change your life. Someone says something offensive. Pause. Someone sends an angry message. Pause. Someone disappoints you. Pause. Someone tries to provoke you. Pause. You don't have to react at the speed of your emotion. Give yourself time, because anger wants speed. Fear wants speed. Jealousy wants speed. Impulse wants speed. But wisdom can wait. The pause gives you power. One breath can prevent one decision you'll regret for years. 1 minute can prevent one conversation from destroying a relationship. One night can prevent one emotional message from changing your life. Never make permanent decisions from temporary emotions. Learn to pause, breathe, think, then choose. That is emotional strength. Your energy is limited. Your attention is limited. Your time is limited. So why waste it on things that don't matter? Someone posted something you don't like. Someone said something you disagree with. Someone didn't invite you. Someone didn't text you back. Someone criticized your appearance. Someone copied you. Someone underestimated you. And suddenly, your entire day is ruined. Why? Because you gave something insignificant. Significant power. Not everything deserves a response. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every insult deserves revenge. Not every disagreement deserves an argument. And not every person deserves access to your energy. Ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? If the answer is no, why are you allowing it to destroy your peace today? Your attention is one of your greatest assets. Spend it on your goals, your health, your family, your skills, your future, your purpose, not on meaningless drama. One of the hardest things to accept is that some people will never understand you. You can explain yourself perfectly, and they may still misunderstand you. You can tell the truth, and they may still doubt you. You can have good intentions, and someone may still judge you. You can do everything right, and someone may still dislike you. And that's okay. You don't need everyone to understand you. You need to understand yourself. Know your character. Know your intentions. Know your values. Know your direction. Then keep moving, because constantly trying to prove yourself is exhausting. And the more you try to convince people of your worth, the more power you give them. Let your actions speak. Let your consistency speak. Let your results speak. You don't need to defend a life you're genuinely proud of. One of the hardest things to accept is that some people will never understand you. You can explain yourself perfectly, and they may still misunderstand you. You can tell the truth, and they may still doubt you. You can have good intentions, and someone may still judge you. You can do everything right, and someone may still dislike you. And that's okay. You don't need everyone to understand you. You need to understand yourself. Know your character. Know your intentions. Know your values. Know your direction. Then keep moving, because constantly trying to prove yourself is exhausting. And the more you try to convince people of your worth, the more power you give them. Let your actions speak. Let your consistency speak. Let your results speak. You don't need to defend a life you're genuinely proud of. Imagine becoming so emotionally disciplined that chaos doesn't control you. Someone loses their temper. You remain calm. Someone tries to provoke you. You remain calm. Something doesn't go according to plan. You adapt. Someone leaves. You continue. Someone rejects you. You improve. Someone succeeds before you. You congratulate them and keep working. That's emotional freedom. Not because you don't care, but because you don't allow temporary events to control your identity. Your peace becomes internal. Your confidence becomes internal. Your worth becomes internal. And when that happens, people lose the ability to manipulate you emotionally. They can criticize you, but they can't destroy you. They can reject you, but they can't define you. They can leave, but they can't take your identity with them. They can provoke you, but they can't control your response. Because you finally understand, you own your emotions. Your emotions don't own you. The day you stop reacting, your life changes. You stop chasing explanations. You stop begging for attention. You stop fighting meaningless battles. You stop responding to every insult. You stop proving yourself. You stop allowing other people's moods to become your mood. And something incredible happens. You become free. Not because the world changed, because you changed. You finally understand. You cannot control what people say, but you can control whether you believe them. You cannot control who leaves, but you can control whether you lose yourself afterward. You cannot control rejection, but you can control what you do next. You cannot control criticism, but you can control whether you use it to grow. You cannot control chaos, but you can control who you become inside it. So from today, pause before reacting, think before speaking, breathe before deciding, walk away when necessary, protect your energy, protect your attention, protect your peace, and stop giving people the power to control your emotions, because a person who can control himself cannot easily be controlled by anyone else. Let them talk. Let them judge. Let them misunderstand. Let them leave. Let them underestimate you. You don't need revenge. You don't need approval. You don't need to prove anything. Build yourself. Stay calm. Stay disciplined. Keep moving. And remember, silence doesn't mean weakness. Walking away doesn't mean defeat. Calm doesn't mean you don't care. Sometimes, calm means you finally learned that your peace is more valuable than winning an argument. The world will always give you reasons to react. Your power is choosing not to. And the day you master that is the day people lose the ability to control you. Master your emotions. Master your reactions. Master yourself. And nobody can control you ever again. ****.